Welcome, let's go, baby! Week 2 of the AfroJam Presents podcast. Ha ha! My name's Zach Constance, also known as AfroZach on Twitch. Alongside me right here, we have got my co-host, co-founder of the AfroJam podcast, Mr. Nathan Haberjam, also known as Nathan H online. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm very good, my man. How are you?
I am fantastic. I'm so excited for this week, man. Last week's podcast was dope. Absolutely loved it. Yeah, great start, my man. Absolute great start. So let's just keep the good vibes going, shall we?
Let's keep the ball rolling.
Yeah. Also, guys, if you didn't catch up on last week's podcast, if you search on YouTube, AfroJam Presents, or Spotify, any of your podcast outlets out there, AfroJam Presents, you will find last week's pod with Mr. Woodard Cabbage 63 himself, a good friend of ours, great talker as well. We found out some good stuff about him. iTunes is coming soon as well, guys. So if you are searching on iTunes, please bear with us. From last week, we got told about a 7-day wait time on getting it on there. So fingers crossed. It is now coming the 10th of January. We're hoping it's going to be on there within the next few days, as well as this one will be on there as well. Anyway, less of us talking about us, less of us plugging our stuff as per usual. Let's talk about today's guest. Our guest today has got over 400 followers on Twitch. He's an affiliate on Twitch from the mighty Wolverhampton. That's the Midlands for anyone that doesn't know where that is. All right, it's dead on middle of England. You know what I'm saying? He's an FPS streamer, an RPG streamer, an all-around swell guy. He's the one, he's the only, Mr. IamScorchy, everybody. Woohoo! How you doing, my man?
How's it going, buddies?
Great. I love bigging people up me. It's great.
It's so awkward to follow something like that. You're just like, hello?
Nah, just big energy. Let's go. How's things, dude?
Epic as always, man. Gotta stay epic.
Good to hear, my man. Like, first of all, thank you very much for coming on the AfroJam podcast with us. It means a lot to us.
It's a pleasure, sir. It's a pleasure. Pleasure for having you. Pleasure for having you.
It's for having you.
Podcast now, apparently.
Put your teeth in. Yeah.
Anytime.
Yeah. So, like I say, we are just started out. So we're hopefully going to be asking some questions to deep into your soul. We're going to be looking deep into your soul today. We're going to find everything about you. You know, we're going to find out some stuff about, you know, what you like to do in your gaming and all that jazz. But anyway, that'll come later on in the cast itself as such. First thing first. Oh, in fact, sorry, no. You take the first question today. I want you to ask the first interesting question to Mr. IamScorchy.
Oh, right. So we've bigged you up a little bit. Talk to everyone through like your sort of genres in Twitch and everything. Is there anything in particular you want the audience to know about you and your stream and your motivation behind Twitch? Everything. Just unload.
Wow.
Get it off your
Big
chest.
question.
Big star.
Big star.
Yeah. So I started the same time as probably a lot of people around. I started a little bit before. So a lot of people started during the COVID era. I started a little bit before that. But never really.
BC. And I like to refer to it BC.
Yeah.
BC.
Yeah. Before tragedy, definitely.
So that's only like 2019, mid 2019.
I know. But yeah, I did start a little bit before it, but I didn't really take it serious until I had time. So the time I had was generally when I was off work and stuff like that. So yeah.
Turn your Siri off now.
Sorry.
So yeah, basically just started from there. I didn't really take it much seriously, and then I just got the bug from there, really. So ever since, I've been streaming to a schedule, and I've just been going from there, really, and loving every stream since.
You mentioned streaming schedule. Like,
yeah, I'm going to say that's
what is your schedule, first of all, while we're here?
So currently my streaming schedule has changed a little bit. So I normally stream Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays at 7 p.m. GMT, but I have mixed it up a little bit. So every day I'm not on stream scheduled normally, I am streaming at 2 o'clock. So every Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, I'm streaming at 2 o'clock as well. Just a little bit extra. I've got a lot of games I want to get through, you know.
Yeah,
I've got into a lot of like RPG games lately. So there's a lot of, as you know, RPG games take forever to get through. I want to spend more time. That's it. I want to spend more time doing that. I'm absolutely loving it in a minute. So I'm just putting a little bit more time into it. And yeah, go for it.
And obviously, you say you've got a schedule, like your primary schedule as such, and you've got your the days that you aren't on schedule that you will be on at say said time. As someone that's just starting out streaming, would a schedule be something that you would say to them? You know, stick to it. Don't just stream at a random time. If you're going to stream, hit these times of these days.
100%, yeah, 100%. So there's a lot of things you can kind of do. You can do a bit of research about what you're going to stream. So there's some websites out there where you can have a look the best time to stream them certain games. But if you're not bothered about that kind of stuff yet, but stick to a schedule. People want to know when they can see you. And, you know, if they go, oh, well, I'm a little bit bored. Oh, it's 6 o'clock. Oh, Scorchy's on in an hour. I'll go and watch him. Do you know? You know, it's stuff like that people want to see. People want to see consistency, that you're going to be there next time you're meant to be there.
Yeah, for sure, man.
That's a big thing for me because I've just started out. So I didn't know anything about the website. So that's big.
So Twitch Strike, it's called twitchstrike.com.
See, that's why we get.
Exactly. Every day's a school day.
Exactly.
Yeah, we learn all the time.
Someone else who's watching didn't know that, and you've just helped 2 people.
There we go. So yeah, make sure you're sticking to that stream as such. But I've followed you on Twitch for a while now. I've watched your streams there and everywhere. But what I've noticed about following you on social media, right? I know this is kind of coming out of the whole gaming situation, which we will be getting back into. Don't you worry about that. I've got lots of questions about the games. You are hammering a health kick right now, sir.
I am indeed.
What's the motivation behind that?
So this time last year, I started the exact same journey. As soon as we went into COVID era, so we call it, shit went down pan, and it basically got to a stage where I couldn't buy the foods I wanted. Motivation went out the window, and I just piled on the pounds and weighed more than I did when I first started. So it was kind of like a thing to myself that, you know, being healthy and being fit is a big part of having good mentality, good positivity vibes and that kind of stuff. So that's the reason, one of the big reasons behind it, really. Keeping stuff up.
It's great to see, man. Like I said, we're looking through, especially your TikTok in particular. You know, the videos out there, you're going running, you're doing, you know, the weight loss that you've just announced and all that type of stuff. And it's an inspiration to see because, you know, dude, I am in the same boat as you. I've piled a lot of weight on, you know, and I've not been furloughed either, so I'm still working. I've just got no excuse for being fat. I'm just like pizza, do you know what I mean?
That's it.
But
working's a strong word.
Hey, come on, you know,
it's turning up.
Yeah, exactly. I show my face every day, but so I've seen on your TikTok in particular that you're going out for the runs and stuff like that, which is so good to see because a lot of people have, you know, the gaming industry has that stereotype of being, you know, people that just sit behind a desk, no motivation, don't do anything. And it's so good to see, you know, yes, you're promoting your games, but at the same time, you're promoting that healthy lifestyle. Let's get out there, let's get fit, let's go do this.
And, breaking the stereotype.
Yeah, of course, man. And it's nice, it's good, you know, it's what you want out there. So yeah, but it's interesting. Anyway, guys, IamScorchy on TikTok. Go follow him. Go follow his goals throughout the year to lose the weight that he wants to do as well. And
give him some encouragement.
Give him some encouragement. Challenge him. Yeah, do what he's doing. Mimic what he's doing. If it's worked once, it'll work again.
So my massive goal, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to make it so people can do it. I'm not going to make an impossible task and go, you got to go into this, and this. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible and at least time as possible and still show you the results. That's my aim. I'm trying to do it a way where it's not going to be hard. You can do it. Do it.
That's it, man.
That's the main thing.
No one likes to exercise, let's face it. But when you start seeing results, that's when people do like to see.
That's it.
See the exercise on that. And I've been doing a bit of research, as you can tell. Okay, and a little birdie tells me you're expecting a bundle of joy in February. Is that correct?
I am indeed.
Oh, baby! Congratulations, sir. As a father of two.
Throwing some sound bites of an applause, but we ain't quite.
I just can't find out just yet. Won't lie, that soundboard will be coming in a few months' time. But as a father of two, congratulations and welcome to fatherhood, sir. Get your gaming in now while you can.
That's the plan.
Get it in now. Earn them bees and get it in now. Because that room that you're sat in, which we're going to get back to in a little bit because it's beautiful, but that room you're sat in will be your sanctuary. It will be your little escape from all I can describe as is carnage. I've got a 2-year-old, right? And Peppa Pig and Minnie Mouse rules my life.
I've already brought a lot to the door.
Yeah.
I'm going to say in 6 months, just above that door handle, we'll see a dead ball.
Yes. Yes, we will. It'll be soundproofed even more because it is the first 6 months of being a father is challenging, but it's rewarding at the same time. But congratulations, dude. Do you know what you're having yet? Oh, is that a secret? Oh.
Yeah, it's a girl.
You want to... Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a girl. Yeah. No, I don't hold nothing back.
Yeah.
Good. What are we having then?
A girl.
Sorry, I missed that one. A girl. Welcome to the club again, dude. As I said, both my kids are girls. So, good luck and get to your boxing lessons now because they can't go out until they're 35. They can't have boyfriends until they're 40. And if they do, boom, boom, boom. You got to. It's what is it? Reliving the bad boy scene.
That's it. With the door, open the door with a bad boy.
Jimmy, you ain't 16. You're more like 30. You know what I mean? that type of way on.
100%.
It's good though, bro. Like honestly, congrats on that front. And the whole fitness side of things will help you be a better parent too, because it'll keep your sleep schedule better. Because there's nothing more rewarding than having a bundle of joy that keeps you up all night. I can tell you that for free. So happy days, man. A little girl in February. What more do you want in life?
Nothing really.
There is that. We kind of branched on your 2021 goals a little bit with the whole fitness side of stuff. You want I say your 2021 goals, so you want to help people out, show them it's not easy. Let's broaden the horizon a little bit. We're talking gaming, we're talking just your day-to-day life. What is your 2021 goals for streaming, for instance?
For streaming, I think it's just got to be never lose sight of who I am. That's the main thing. Don't go down that dark hole of making content that I don't want to do or playing games I don't want to do. Always enjoy it, don't lose the enjoyment. We all love games and that's why we stream. The people with it is also another big thing for me. But as for my goals, really, I'm not going to say numbers or nothing because I'm not really aiming for a number. Just have more friends along the way and, just a community. So that's all my goal is, really.
The streaming community can be a dog-eat-dog world, but at the same time, you can meet some of the best friends in your life. And I've noticed that through streaming as well.
Well, we said that last week, didn't we? Woody Cabbage, he went into great detail of his numbers and his sort of viewers and how he prefer to have his viewers, have a select few in his chat, constantly chatting a nice back and forth rather than just having hundreds of viewers. It's more quality over quantity.
That's it. Yeah,
100%. I'm sure you'll agree with this, Scorchy, but it's nice. It's better to have that active chat rather than 100 people in your view count. Anyone can buy viewers at the end of the day. You can't buy a friend. It's one of them. But
that's it. The people who come back and forth all the time, spend a bit of time here. You get to know. The thing is, you get to know people, and like you say, you do find some good friends. And I already have, found a nice bunch of friends through doing this and stuff. So.
No, exactly, and that's the good thing about it is building them friendships. So, you say you want to carry on playing the games that you enjoy rather than getting stuck into that loop. I know you've been playing a lot of AC Valhalla recently. You're known for playing Warzone, Escape from Tarkov, just at Skyrim. Them Skyrim mods that you're putting on that on your channel were great as well. So it's a big. And to be honest with you, these are all games that both me and Nat heavily play. Nat plays Tarkov a lot, but all the other games are something that I would. Love to play.
Plays a strong
you try.
And die. Feed players.
Yeah. So, what's your current favorite game to play? Right, but at the same time, what just in the past 12 months, what have you enjoyed playing the most or streaming the most? Should I say?
I'd probably say. Can I say a genre?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah. I've been trying to name some games in that genre because RPG. If you say RPG, it is the biggest genre in the world. There could be 1,000 games. You mean? All right.
Yeah. RPG. But yeah, but RPGs, what I've always loved, thick and thin.
Yeah.
Coming into this, everybody wants to be. When you first start off, you always want to be that top streamer.
Yeah.
You know, and I was playing Warzone, and you know, for like a lot of other people about. But I didn't enjoy playing it. You know, you got upset when you killed. I can't watch chat. I can't interact with people, and that for me meant more than. The interaction meant more than the game to me. So
Yeah.
I went back to what I loved, and now I'm loving RPGs and MMOs. So that is the only thing I'm literally streaming at the moment. So at the minute, like you said, I am streaming Valhalla. It is a game I am loving at the minute. Probably not the game I've loved the most in the last 12 months. I do like a good story game.
Yep.
The story on Red Dead 2 was probably the favourite I've had. Witcher 3 is another favourite I love. Like you say, Skyrim. I do play a lot of Skyrim. Play mods. There's endless different story add-ons and stuff. Anything that you can spend a lot of time playing on. That's the kind of games I like.
I love a good RPG, MMORPG. I played Neverwinter for a long time, and when I converted over from Xbox to PC, I kind of like lost my account as such, or just I say lost my account. I can still get onto it, but you know, I don't really go on my Xbox as much now. I've got the PC here, so I'm a bit gutted on that side of things. But yeah. AC Valhalla, I've always played AC games, so that's Assassin's Creed, by the way. So I've always played Assassin's Creed games, but Valhalla is the one that I've not actually played yet.
Yeah, see the last one, Ezio sort of trio, whatever they were.
Jeez.
Brotherhood. That's how long ago it was for me.
Yeah.
Jeez. So it is probably one of my main franchises I love at the minute. So Odyssey was a game what I absolutely loved, and I spent a lot of time playing.
Is that the Egyptian one?
The one what's set in Greek mythology kind of era. Yeah, it's favorite. Well, Greek mythology is my favorite anyway. Yeah. So putting the game around that and seeing all like the landmarks, how beautiful everything is, and you get so into it. You just kind of, you know.
It's like when Red Dead 2 come out. That was like I have sunk so many hours into that.
Yeah,
that was my game.
That was when I first got the PC back. I was speaking of Red Dead. Red Dead was something I played a little bit. It didn't really kind of hammer as much. But when I first got the PC like 3 or 4 months ago, it was the first game I downloaded was GTA 5. And I know it's the same Rockstar, you know, it's the same producer as Red Dead, but reliving that storyline again, I didn't get bored of it, even though I played it 100 times before. Reliving that story was just fantastic, so good.
Have you played the add-on side of it though? Have you played the modded versions where you can, what's it like? It's like real life kind of.
Yes,
stuff.
I've installed a zombies mod onto my GTA. So at this moment in time, if I go onto it, I can build a little shelter, and everyone's a zombie, but there's say 10% of the people on Los Santos, and you can like recruit them into your little cult of people that aren't zombies, and it's just brilliant. It's just brilliant.
Yeah, a different
some fantastic mods. Yeah,
I must admit. Sorry, go on.
That's what's made that game for me. I think that's what's helped the longevity of it. Is all the mods.
100%, 100%, because you can get bored very easily afterwards. But I mean,
go on.
Sorry, I'm going to go to a different game. But yeah, carry on.
I was just going to say that's the one thing that PC's got over console is the amount of mods. You do the game, install a mod, totally different game.
And just to clarify on the side of things, people that don't understand what mods are when it comes to it, we are not doing anything illegal when it comes to the game. These game files are out there for anyone to download. It's not dodgy in any way, shape, or form. It just creates a different world within the game, you can just
encouraged.
Usually get encouraged. It just creates that extra lifespan. You know, you get to a point in GTA and all you're doing is walking around with a RPG blowing stuff up. And if you tell me that mods are bad, you never put in the cheat code when you were on PlayStation, L1, L2, R1, R2, left down, right up. You're talking a load of poo.
That's it.
Because if you did that, you just do the same thing. That's all you're doing. It's all you're doing. But I must admit, my favorite RPG that I've ever played, and it's got a thing close to my heart, is Fallout 4. Fallout 4 was the one I enjoyed most when it came to RPGs.
Unpopular opinion. Don't rate it.
Yeah.
Changed my mind.
What?
That could be a feature.
Do you know what?
Change my mind. How can you? Don't you dare back him up, Scorchy.
I'm gonna get the banner. Just a cup of coffee.
I spent more time playing Vegas.
No, I can. Yeah, New Vegas was good. New Vegas was good.
More time playing that.
But Fallout 4, I can't believe what you're saying to me here.
There's a big reason why. I sunk probably 20, 30 hours into that game and then got saved corrupt file. So then I had to start
that's not the game's fault, man. Come on, that's not the storyline, though, is it?
I literally
You got like
lost
3
everything
different endings, and you can get to each ending at the end. I mean, I played on Xbox, so there were no mod in it. What made me think of Fallout 4 was the fact you can get a Fallout mod for GTA. But there's 3. Now, why don't you like Fallout? How can you say this to me?
I don't know. It just never struck a chord with me. No.
Bad workman always blames his tools. If you ask me, he was just rubbish on it. That's all it was.
Do you like the Elder Scrolls franchise?
See, I played that briefly with Wooded Cabbage probably about a year ago. That was the same. Couldn't get into it.
I like Elder Scrolls. I like Skyrim. I was never a fan of Elder Scrolls Online.
Have you played it now though?
No, I haven't because is it subscription based now?
No, you can still play free to play. But it is the subscription side of it is
right. Okay.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I've recently started playing that. There's so much content. It's so good, and they've just brought. Do you remember Oblivion?
Mm-hmm.
They're bringing Oblivion into it. So,
Elder Scrolls are dope.
I'd probably be more inclined to play it if I had a group of people to play it with.
That's it. Yeah.
An RPG can go 2 ways with the people that you're playing. I'll go back to Neverwinter first. If I played Neverwinter by myself, I'd have played it for a week and stopped. I streamed it. I met some friends through streaming that they played it for years and years and years. They took me under their wing, showed me the right, because obviously every game's got a tutorial and a walkthrough for it, and especially like MMORPGs that are the online ones where, you know, if you're more than a year out of date of it, everyone else has capped the stats and you're building up to it. These guys have been playing for 6-7 years since it came out. They took me there when they showed me the good side of it rather than me having to work it out for myself. So I agree with what you're saying there. Now you probably love a game like that if you had the right,
a long way,
without 100%. A doubt. And I've got streaming to thank for that. You know, I've got the streaming community to thank. I'm just pouring myself a JD. I hope you don't mind. But just go by that. Yeah. Well, I'll have one for you because you're on the health kick. All right. You know, I don't want to. I don't want to diminish the work that you've been doing. So that's good. You say you're not playing much Warzone now. I've fallen out of Warzone recently for
DMR Zone. It's not called Warzone. DMR Zone.
It's just no good for your mental health. That game.
Tell you about. I left the game on Friday. Quit. I say quit. I fell out. I threw Teddy out of it. I left the game midway through with a group of people that I know. Turned it off, and I was like, you know, Cartman, screw you guys, I'm going home. And I was like, nah, I'm having none of this. It was.
The stress levels were that bad, we resorted to Fall Guys to calm down. And that is a stressful game. That is a stressful
Which
game.
never works out right. Never works out right.
Then Saturday night comes and you go, hello, Warzone.
Yeah, like one of the boys actually texted saying he's coming on Warzone tonight, and I'm like, I'm going to stick to my guns. Another 24 hours of no Warzone. I will boycott Warzone until Treyarch listen, and they don't give a shit if I play or not.
I just, you know what, I kept on doing the same thing as you. I just resorted to deleting it. And if any of you guys don't know, 200 gigabytes of data to download. I ain't doing that. I can't be.
That's why I won't delete it, because I'll instantly regret it.
How many times have I fallen out with it and said, right, that's it, uninstalled, only for like you say, a couple of days later. Right, boys, it was on.
Yeah, it was on. Where are we dropping here?
Yeah.
Oh, my days. Yeah, very frustrating game.
Well, I think it helped a lot of people through COVID.
Oh God, yeah, they made so much money out of it as well.
Yeah, that was a big game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's not ideal in any way, shape, or form and I don't agree with how the developers are treating the game, because you know there's games like Fortnite and PUBG in particular, you know, that have done so well for how small they started out, and yet there's Warzone that's making all this money and they just can't be asked to make it split across and not unplayable. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm the best player in the world. I'm not saying I'm the worst player in the world either, but that no one likes playing 12 hours a week and using the same 2 guns and dropping the same place every time.
I had this debate with a couple of people in a stream the other day. Do you reckon that Warzone would be better with Epic devs? So people who manage Fortnite. Do you reckon it would be a better game if they was the devs?
Would they change it to third person?
No.
No,
That's the game it is, but they just look after the game. Do you reckon it would have been better?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
100%. And I reckon it'd be better as well if they took creator class out.
Yeah. What they did with Fortnite in the live events, that was mega.
Yeah.
That was massive. I remember playing the first event, I think it where the rocket were taking off, and that everyone was just like blown away. That was massive.
I mean, speaking of live events, credit to the Activision Treyarch company when they did this and they did the live event in the end
Travis
of
Scott concert, no, what it? Did you see that?
No, it weren't. But when they did the Cold War release, not the crossover, but the release of Cold War, and they did that big live event where everyone ran to stadium, that was incredible. As from someone that I didn't experience the Fortnite live events, so I can't speak on that side of things. So this live event was my first. That was incredible, and that really made me fall back in love with the game. But just take out.
I've done one in a year though.
Yeah, and
Fortnite
a lot worse.
They do one every season. Every season.
Every 2-3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. And it's not as if Activision have got other things to worry about, because what's making them more money other than Call of Duty?
Exactly.
Reinvest it. It's not hard in my eyes. It's just not hard.
I
For me,
go on.
For me, it was over once they basically pressured you to buy the new game to get all the weapons.
Yeah.
That's when it. Yeah. See you later. That's when I deleted it. A week after the new season come out.
Yeah, it's not great. I mean, Black Ops were never broken. Yeah, Black Ops was never this broken.
The fucking DMR.
Yeah,
DMR.
It's I just don't understand how they can go from one to another. Cold War should have released their own battle royale. Should never have merged it.
Map.
Yeah, it'd have absolutely wiped it. Did I say they didn't even change the map? A year down the line, we've got a fucking subway and a train track.
And an all-in stadium.
They've opened up a stadium. Blow downtown up. No one likes it. Yeah, get rid of downtown. Make it a bit better. Make it more playable.
And they added a reskin of Alcatraz. From
that people played for a week and got bored of.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I've got down here that you like to play Escape from Tarkov as well. Right.
Oh, that's a love-hate relationship.
It is.
Yeah. Right. I've never played the game. Nat's played the game, and a lot of my friends have played the game. Every time I tune into their streams, all I seem to see is a loading screen. So it seems to me it takes about 4 years to get into a game for 3 minutes of enjoyment. Pretty much what it's like, living with a girl.
I could only wish it took that long to get out of the game, but it's instant.
Yeah. I want you to sell me Escape from Tarkov. Is it possible to sell me Escape from Tarkov? What should I say?
No, it's not.
At gunpoint, maybe.
Okay, if you love dragging your nuts through sandpaper while being chased by a pack of wolves, then you'll like Tarkov. That's the best way to describe it. It's a game what's very realistic.
Yeah.
So if you like realism, it's a very good game. It's a very good game for that. But yeah, it's a rough old game.
It's an acquired taste, to say the least.
Yeah, definitely.
So is it multiplayer?
Yeah.
But are you fighting against other teams that are multiplayer? Or are you fighting against AI?
So what you can do is you can drop in with a 5-man or a 4-man on some maps, and you play against a lobby full of like AI. We call them scavs, or PMCs, player characters. So
why would you play against AI?
You run across both. So you've got you can have missions where it's gonna kill AI characters, loot AI characters, that sort of thing. And then you've got to contend with the PMCs that are in there as well, the other players.
I just if there's enough player base, why put AI in?
Because
adds a layer of depth to it.
It makes it harder as well.
Fair enough.
So you get scav aggro.
Yeah.
And they're hunting you down like they're a player.
They are
right. Okay.
They have better.
Yeah.
It's just one of them. It seems to take about 4 years to load into a game, and I ain't got time for that. Quite frankly.
That's something that definitely needs to work on. It does take 2 to 3 minutes to get in, but the problem is if someone's got like a slow computer, they'll wait for everyone to load in. That's the issue.
So basically, what we're saying is that is the reason why everyone's game's slow. Because I've watched his screen, and he seems to be like 35% for about 4 minutes, and then it goes to about 70 like that. But
it's
not one of the big reasons is I would say is probably because a lot of people want because the players have to all load in together. So if your computer is 10 times better than mine, then you're going to load in 10 times quicker. So you got to wait for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sound.
That's the issue.
So we've scraped across the gaming side of things, your streaming side of things. We're going to ask you some more questions on that a little bit later on. But let's put all that to one side. What sport do you like?
Tell us a little bit about yourself outside of streaming.
That's it. Your sport you like, what you like to do, etc., etc.
So sport, it's always been kind of like football. I fell out of love with it over the last couple of years, so I don't really follow much sport. I love the Olympics.
Yeah, nice.
I love watching that. I love watching bigger events like your Euros and your World Cups and stuff. I get invested in them kind of things.
Yeah.
But anything like week in, week out sports, really, I'm not really into any sports anymore, really.
Well, if I'm best, you gamble and lose all your money.
Okay, then. Right, we'll establish that. So, you've come home from work. You're not streaming today. Mm-hmm. What sort of Netflix program are we going to?
Ooh.
If it's not Netflix, Amazon Prime, whatever. You've come home and you just want to chill out. What's your go-to?
YouTube.
Yeah.
See, that's a different one. I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, that. I watch a lot of YouTube, to be honest with you, but and I've got my own Netflix. I've got my Netflix preferences. What do you like watching on YouTube then?
Who?
Depends what movie I'm in. I literally watch different people for different things. So over in the UK, we got Sidemen.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that. So glad you said Sidemen. I am a massive Sidemen fan by me.
So there's stuff like that, you got Mr. Beast, it all depends on what you want to do and what you want to watch, really. That's the whole good thing I like about YouTube is whatever you want to watch, you'll find it.
Exactly. No, there is that. And like you just bridging on the Sidemen aspect, what they do is so vast and different every time. It is phenomenal. They deserve all the success they get, quite frankly, just because of what they do. And I would love to be.
That's exactly why they're the biggest YouTubers in the UK, though.
That's it. And they, with them doing the different, they obviously do like a live, Among Us in real life, Fall Guys in real life, and then they'll go and do hide and seek. And just something different every time. And they're not scared to put out a 2-hour long video because people like me and you, Scotch, will sit and watch it. And I won't lie to you. I spent a lot longer on the toilet than I should have done while watching Sidemen and losing track of time completely.
So luckily, I've got the wife into Sidemen stuff now, so we watch Sidemen Sundays every Sunday.
Oh, that's sick. I come downstairs and Alice is like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Are you watching YouTube again? Leave me alone.
That's exactly how she used to be. She used to be, oh, you're watching YouTube, you're watching this crap. And now we literally have so many people I follow just because she likes them as well.
Yeah.
So you got people who travel, they go and do different I don't know, they might do a review on going abroad and doing challenges and whatever else. There's anything you want on YouTube, it's the platform. It will be the TV in the future, 100%.
Yeah, and it wouldn't surprise me within the next 5 years there's going to be more of a subscription-based thing towards YouTube, i.e. you can. I know they can subscribe to YouTubers now and pay them, but there'll be more of a here's our free content. Here's if you pay for YouTube Plus. Here's the YouTube Plus contract. They do, but I'm speaking more on the content side of things. So the content will be probably really. If they don't, I mean, they make so much money off ad revenue, so I don't see why they would. But money brings out everyone.
They'll definitely. Well, they're on about overhauling all the live streaming stuff, aren't they?
It won't surprise me because it's taking off now, especially with the whole Twitch side of things. Twitch always going down. I mean, how many times has Twitch gone down recently in the past 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Just
What
do
was
2
it?
weekend. Like, it's
Thursday?
ridiculous.
No.
A
Last-
lot of people on it.
Yeah, Thursday. Well, it went. What day we're on now? Sunday. Yes, it was Thursday. It went down, and
Yeah.
people can't see the categories in the channels and stuff like that. It's just.
Yeah.
I love Twitch. Twitch is great. Yeah, I live stream on Twitch. I've got the affiliate status on Twitch, and I love all my Twitch followers. But if I was starting out again, the big part of me that I'd have probably gone to the YouTube side of things. To be honest, if knowing what I know now.
Yeah, I think it's some of what a lot of people will consider, but just not yet. I don't
Yeah, of
think they've
course.
got things. The discoverability on live content is so poor.
Yes,
for
it
me.
is. No, it is. It's where nearly as bad as Facebook. I
Yeah.
think Facebook gaming and the live side of things on Facebook is
Yeah,
it is just something that they didn't take into consideration when making it. But hey ho.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
I've just said, like, this is what I'd say to myself looking back, starting back out streaming. If you were to go back with the knowledge that you've got now to when you first started out streaming, like, what would you tell yourself? You've mentioned about having a schedule and stuff, but is there anything that you did when you started out streaming that you look back now thinking, I wish I'd never done that? Or, maybe.
So I got one for each. So I got a tip for what I should do and a tip for what I shouldn't have done. So a tip I should have done is social media.
Yep.
Should have done social media massively and content creation, whatever you want to call it. Definitely, the not to do is spend money.
Yeah.
That's probably my main one.
You can have a £5,000 setup and still stream to nobody, or you can have a £300 setup with an Xbox and no webcam and stream to 100 people.
Yeah. Get what's going to be vital to it. Get good audio.
Get
just
good.
like just get it's more about checking the quality of things for me. Make sure that you ain't got an absolute potato mic. Maybe get something 30 quid. Like a USB mic for 30 quid. It's going to help you out a lot. Get yourself a camera. I want to see your pretty face. Come on.
That's it. Yeah.
So for £60, in my opinion, you can have, a setup as good as a lot of people.
I could not agree with that more. And I was speaking to Nat off air before we started the podcast. And for the guys that can see live, you can see Nat's in just a white room as such. And he's just moved into a house, basically. So he's just on about making it a bit better. And I was speaking about my fairy lights behind the back. Now, if I turned them fairy lights off, or if I didn't have them there when I didn't have them there, it made me look really dark, and the webcam quality on me was even worse than what it is now. They cost me like £8, and they made for me such a big difference.
More than £8 worth of difference. Quality.
Yeah, oh god, yeah, without a doubt. I've got 2 ring lights that cost me about £30 for them both. It made such an impact to the streaming. But when I first started out streaming, I'm there looking at the Elgato light panels and 4,000. I needed a £4,000 PC setup, and if I did this, then
equipment.
Yeah, if I did this, then I was gonna be. If I go XLR, and if I'm gonna be this, and I'm gonna be that, and that's gonna bring me 1 million people subscribing to my channel.
Yeah.
And
did it work?
Nah. But it's made like the investments that I've made for under £50, have made what started out quite. I've looked back at my old streams, what started out looking like a poor stream, but at the time is what it is. To make it just feel so much more better. Yeah. That's a good bit of advice, that not to spend money. Pardon me, you can waste so much money when it comes to streaming, and 6 months later be like, I'm giving this job up.
That's it. It's all gone for a waste.
Yeah.
On a light that you're never going to put on because you're probably just playing games in the dark.
Yeah, that's it. You stop streaming, so you don't stop using your ring lights nowadays. Like, you don't rush into things. Get yourself started out. Get yourself out there. I mean, I remember I used to stream off Xbox, just no mic.
Yeah.
Me headset mic, so no webcam, just on the Xbox, pressing on the Twitch app and going live, and expecting 1,000 people to come in.
Can you remember the Mixer app?
Yes.
Remember that? See, that's
the
Mixer
app.
That was just your screen. That was nothing, not even a webcam.
Exactly. You just saw a little bar across bottom telling you how many people weren't watching you. You could never read chat.
That's it. Where we come from, eh? where we come from.
That's it. Never forget that. Never forget that. Indeed. Sorry, I'm just looking through my notes here about like. Obviously, we've been through the games and the fact that you like your RPGs and everything, but you've been gaming for a very long time. In fact, your Twitch bio actually says you've been gaming since the Nintendo 64 days.
Indeed.
What was your first console you ever owned, and what is the oldest console you currently own?
Ooh. So N64 was the first console.
That's the cartridge, right? The one with cartridge.
Yeah, the cartridge one. Yeah, the Super Mario 64. Pokemon Stadium. Yeah.
What's the is it the N64 with the Pokemon with the camera and you're on like a train or something like that?
They had one where there was there was like training like battles and there was loads of games, weren't there? And the oldest thing I own now is an Xbox One.
Oh wow, is it really?
Yeah.
The oldest one you own now is an Xbox One.
Yeah, literally.
Nice. Like I've got myself a PlayStation 1. I've got a PlayStation 1. It's not set up, but I've got a PlayStation 1 in my box underneath here. But but you've been through quite a few consoles then. So
yeah. I've from N64 I had a console pretty much every time, and not a new console come out as such, but I kept up with things like N64 to GameCube, from GameCube to PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and then I went Xbox 360, Xbox One, and then I went from that to PC.
If you take the graphics away, obviously, because you're not going to beat, N64 graphics aren't going to compete with a 2070 Super graphics. You know what I mean? Like, what was, out of all the consoles you've owned, the most enjoyable? Like, obviously, I know you're streaming stuff now, but take away the streaming aspect, just the gaming. Like, would you remember a point in your life where you were sat in your bedroom at home, or sat in the bedroom where you are now? Sat in the bedroom at your mum's, sat in the bedroom where you are now, and you were just in your element. Like this is amazing.
I can probably tell you a game as well, to be honest.
Please do.
Yeah.
PS2, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2.
Baldur's Gate? Never played that one.
Never played it. I can honestly say I've never played it, but I want to Google this because I don't even recognize the name.
What was it?
Baldur's Gate 2.
Baldur's Gate 2. What's that like?
Yeah. It's an
Baldur's Gate 2.
old.
Oh wow, it is old.
Game.
It looks.
It's old, but it was BioWare who done it years ago.
It looks a bit like like Path of Exile, but more medieval.
It was set in like the dark ages, so to say. That's the kind of
it is very RPG. It's an RPG, that's for sure.
Let's go back to RPG again.
Yeah.
There you go. So that's the reason why I've literally come back in a big circle. I literally started off on it and then branched off thinking I was going to be the next Call of Duty mastermind, and I got better. Was I anywhere near as good as the others? No. And I just didn't enjoy it. So I just went, you know what? Just go back to what I enjoy, and that's what I do now. That's it.
Well, that's it, yeah. It's just knowing where you came from and obviously enjoying the outside of things. I've always loved my RPG games. I've always loved strategy games. Age of Mythology was one of my all-time favorite games growing up. And, but, I just asked you what your kind of thing was. Need for Speed Underground 2.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's a classic.
It's a classic indeed. And it's not a game I wouldn't go and buy a racing game now. It's not something I play nowadays, but getting a Peugeot 106 and putting a sound system in the back of it when I was 14-year-old. I mean, slamming it, putting some neons on it, wide arch body kit. I was in my element. Just them games, like they bring back the nostalgia side of things. I'm really glad as well. I'm really glad that he didn't say like Skyrim.
So I think what Another game, what a lot of people can't say they haven't played, is probably going to be San Andreas. It was a massive game I loved back in the day.
Ah, shit. Here we go again. Yeah.
Sitting in the gym trying to get hench and... Yeah.
Why did they take that out of the GTA franchise, going to the gym? Because that was great. Like, going to pump into my end.
I like the gang aspect of it. I loved all the gang wars when she got to that bit. That was my favourite.
Yeah.
All the turf wars.
Another mod that I put on GTA?
I used to go around the map and make sure everything was green before I moved on.
Yeah.
All the areas were green before I went to the next mission.
Yeah. And then you had the copycat franchise. You had the Saints Row, which is another big, massive gang side of it, which was... Yeah, that's the kind of games I've always loved, them kind of...
Did you ever play Bully?
Bully, Bully was amazing, yeah. Which is sad that they cancelled number 2, haven't they? They cancelled the release.
It'll have been the cancel brigade that kind of caused that to happen, because it's promoting bullying. You know,
it wouldn't be any good in it. The day we kind of are in at the minute, is it? Everyone like I remember back in the 360 days. Did you?
I would always Xbox. I grew up as an Xbox player, not a PlayStation player. So
360 sitting on Call of Duty. You know, Call of Duty, screaming at each other, calling in X, Y, and Z. Yeah. I think there was the most toxic things going, and now look at us. We're all a bunch of snowflakes.
Exactly.
People could not survive in today's Modern Warfare 2. They could not survive.
No.
I think you said anything. You left your mic on. You were getting it.
Yeah, there's that. I genuinely remember from being like, I don't know, 30. I can't remember the exact date Modern Warfare 1 came out, but from being about 13, maybe 14 to being about 16 was the most amount of your mum jokes I ever made on a microphone. Getting into hardcore search and destroy after school with boys, right? Smashing some guys, getting into post-game lobby afterwards, and just hearing the amount of your mum jokes. And it was
could you? Because everyone would be talking at once. It'd just be a crackle.
Yeah.
It was carnage.
Remember playing Search and Destroy?
Yeah.
Search and Destroy like Call of Duty 4 lobbies. You finish the round and then you can hear everyone again.
Yeah.
It's kind of like we played Warzone the other day and we had a hacker and there were probably about 50 or 60 people left in the game and we watched it to the end and everybody unloaded and
it was so funny.
And just like you can't hear anything but you can make out occasional the odd slur of X, Y, Z.
Yeah, it's just. But the thing is, like with nowadays, especially in Warzone, because gaming's not just associated with kids anymore. Mm-hmm. You've got your Warzone post game, and like Nats just said, you heard all the slurs coming in. You can hear them from blatant underage kids to your 40-year-old men that are shouting at mic and stuff like that. Your Modern Warfare era though was roughly the same era, like same generation, same age range. There were maybe 3 years max between the people that played that era. So, that game, should I say? And that was a turning point. That it was just great. I missed that. I mean, I'd love to boot back up on. You coming home from school, like your mum coming upstairs. Have you finished your homework? Yeah. 1 minute, mum. Just got one more game. One more round.
Yeah.
They were the days for me. Absolutely loved them.
That's it.
Just
if they were to bring it out now, it won't be the same.
No.
Well, they tried to remaster it, didn't they? And it just didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gone now. They're gone.
It was the people that made it. It wasn't the game.
Yeah, exactly.
I think multiplayer in a lot of games has gone now. It's open world or nothing. And by open world I mean
everything's cash grab now.
Yeah. And that's the same thing that's another reason why I've stopped playing FPS. It just seems like every new game you're playing the same game.
Yeah.
It's a different skin.
Everything's got microtransactions.
Yeah. Which if it's a free game, then I'm not going to complain. Like you give me a free game and then you making the money from microtransactions, I get that. But if I got to pay £50 for a game and then I got to pay, every bit of like anything you got to pay for it, it's just not going to work.
Exactly.
Everything's behind a paywall. You lose.
That's why Fortnite was so big. Because they made the money on microtransactions and never charged for the game.
Skins, the amount of money they must have made on skins well, it's billions. It's billions. Of
Exactly.
pounds. Probably.
Well,
I bet a couple of £1,000 come from me with the skins. I love a good
Yeah,
skin.
of course. When they hit the Marvel franchise, that were insane.
See, I'd stop playing by then. That's beyond me.
Exactly. So we've got about 10 minutes left, right? I've got something circled here that I really want to speak to you about, Scorchy, and it's, the guys that can see will appreciate this as well. If you can't see and you're listening back, go check it out on YouTube or go check out Scorchy's channel and view this for yourself. And that is how wonderful your webcam looks and how wonderful your backdrop looks. Tell us a bit about your stream room. Tell us about how you got it to how you got it to.
So I have literally got the box room of the house. Typical 3-bed house in the UK. Because the little ones here come in, I've been turfed off into the little room. So I haven't got a lot to work with. So the first thing, like yourself, Nathan, you got a blank wall behind you. Fill it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I went to HMV. I had 6 posters for £18, I think it was, £16. So I've got 6 posters dotted around everywhere. There is one here. I know you can't really see, but yeah, and it's make the most of what you got and light it well. That's the 2 big tips. Make the most of what you got. Like, a lot of people just put a green screen. Like, that's fine. But if you want something a bit more interactive, put what you like behind you.
Speaking to you two, I think the next thing I'm going to get some lights because, like I said, that adds that extra dynamic and it just makes everything look so much more cleaner and crisper.
It's that depth in it.
Like, if I turn off the LED lights behind me, like, look how much difference my backdrop. Look how dark it looks now, and that's just an LED strip, which literally I got from Hobargans for like £6. So it's
streamer advice. That's why we get people on.
Exactly. There we go. And like you say, you look at it and it like it's not just that as well. Your overlays, the way your streams kind of ran, and how professional your. I don't know the ins and outs of your setup, but how you've got it set up, I must say. That is a credit to you, dude. It looks fantastic. It really does look fantastic. And like I say, guys, the schedule, all of Scorchy's links for his Twitch, Twitter, TikToks, all them will be posted underneath. So, make sure you go and check out Scorchy when he is streaming because, not only get to see his beautiful face, you can see his beautiful stream layout. So,
there you go.
Absolutely fantastic. So, we've got a couple of things that we're bringing in as features when it comes down to the AfroJam podcast. Something that we're going to bring in and ask every single guest that we get on the show. Sorry, I can't get my words in.
Try to ask. You don't have to ask. You don't have to answer some of them if you don't want to.
These are all like honest questions from yourself. You don't have to answer them. You might get put into a bit of a sticky situation, but.
Yeah. Ask away.
From myself, my question to you. I want you to tell me, no one else is listening, don't worry. All right, just me and you. I want you to tell me something, a secret that nobody else knows about you.
Nobody else knows.
I mean, I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example from one for myself. I don't like showers. I just like baths.
And I'll give you one from me. I can do a Donald Duck voice.
And there we go. Tell us something about yourself that nobody else knows about.
I used to be the Scottish national. Well, I won the Scottish national champs at 16 for shooting longbow. I used to shoot longbow when I was younger.
What? Really?
How do you get into that?
So when I was 13, 14, I joined like an archery club, and obviously being into RPGs and everything, I've always loved that kind of stuff. So
like your Legolas.
I give it a bash. I was quite good at it, and then we basically just went on to like different like shoots and stuff like that. So we used to go on like things what called field shoots, and they used to basically be like big targets made out of foam dotted around fields and whatever. And basically I used to do them, shoot them and kind of stuff like that. So there was no killing or nothing like that. And yeah, when I was 16, I was the Scottish national champion.
That's insane.
Wow.
And then, you know what, right? That is a proper curveball, that, because I weren't expecting anything.
With that. He's got X amount of followers on Twitter, and he's a national champion in longbow.
Oh, that's it. That'd have been the biggest clickbait ever. National champion. In Longbow.
National champ.
Yeah.
When I was 16.
Well, you still had it, bro. You still had it.
It stands. History books. It stands.
For like a full year, you was a national champion at something.
Yeah.
I've never been like a regional. I've never even been like a town champion. You know what I mean?
My house.
Yeah. I mean, exactly. I'm not even like the top boy in the household. So that's my question to you. Nat, have you got a question for the end of the show feature?
I do, yes. And mine is a bit of an awkward one. And I'm going to try and do one of these every episode. So last week, I asked Wood Cabbage how much money he made from streaming, which he refused to answer, which is perfectly fine. So rather than ask the same question, how much money did your streaming setup cost? Rough figure, room, everything in your room.
It's optional. You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
You don't have to answer.
So probably talking like 1,800 now.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
I bet most of that's the PC though. Yeah.
Yeah. So the investment was the PC. Everything else I've tried to do on a kind of budget. Like I got 2 screens set up. The one screen I bought, but then the other one was like a Facebook Marketplace thing. So
What
like
a place
I haven't
that is,
spent
by the way.
a lot. You know what I mean? Like
Facebook Marketplace, beauty.
there you go. But yeah, most of it is the PC. But if you want to know how much I made off streaming, I've made £160 off streaming since I started.
That's dope, that, man. That's great to. I mean, it's nice even to be so honest and open about it as well. And you just go to show that the love that Scorchy has for it. It's not always about kind of the money aspect side of things. It's just about the love of gaming and just being there to talk about people. I can't tell people enough to make sure they go and check out your stream, your channel, and what you do, because it is out of this world. It genuinely is, man. I'm not just saying that because we're on the podcast or anything. I've been following you for quite a while. Nat's recently just joined a Discord group at Where Both In. He's heard of you, told him to go check out your channel and stuff. When we said that we were getting you on, we like to do a bit of his research. And one of the things Nat said to me, which is like, man, this guy's stream looks beautiful. It looks great.
Thank you.
So you're quite established in what you do. See, I'm relatively new to it, so it's like used to are the goal, the target. You know what I mean? I want to.
Oh, thank you.
See what I mean?
See, like,
you both got really nice streams, both beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really crisp, clean, and it's just aesthetically beautiful. So it's just something I want to aim towards. You know what I mean? Without kissing grasses too much. Well,
everyone's got to have a goal, though. You know, your goal is to have a nice looking stream, which is something you can do quite easy. You know, like our goals are to grow, and like I know AfroZach's been making like content and stuff like that, and obviously I wish him luck doing it because it is a hard grind to do it.
Tell me about it.
Guessing one of his goals is to grow his content and stuff like that as well. So
I'd like to out there. I'd like to have
got goals.
Exactly. I'd like to be making them YouTube videos more. I've recently switched over from controller to mouse and keyboard, so I knocked myself back a little bit making content while you're at a certain level playing controller, and then I got a new mouse bought for Christmas. I brought myself back down to this level where I need to bring myself back up a little bit before I can start making them videos. But that being said, it's been a pleasure and an honor speaking to you today, mate. It really has. And again,
anytime.
Yeah, just want to say a massive thank you to you for coming on. The guys that are listening live or watching back on YouTube, don't forget, guys, you can catch this podcast on Spotify and all your favorite podcast devices. iTunes will be coming very, very shortly. If it's already on there and you're listening to us now, thank you very much. Scorchy is on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. I lost my train of thoughts there. Are you on Instagram?
Yep.
Instagram. So just search. Is it IamScorchy on them all? Yeah,
all the same.
See, that's how simple life needs to be. Just search IamScorchy on all your social medias, guys. Go check him out. Go follow his link. Go follow his Twitch as well. Make sure you're checking out his stuff from there. On that note, that's all from me. Nat, have you got anything else you'd like to say before we go?
No, thank you for coming on. And yeah, that's it.
Thank you. Really. Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
No problemo. Right, guys, that is going to be us done for today. I will be streaming back tomorrow night, 7 p.m. UK time. Nat will be doing the exact same. Our Twitch links are above. AfroZach for myself at XNathanH. For Nat, come and check us out, guys. We're trying to get his name out there a little bit more. And thank you so much for making another great podcast. We will see you on the podcast AfroJam Presents next Sunday with our next guest, who is from America. He's from Chicago. And that's all I'm going to tell you about him. Catch you next week, guys. Thank you very much. Good night. God bless. See you later.